here at Franklin County High School. Up next, we're going to be talking to Dolton Steele Jr., who is running for candidate for mayor in Huntland. Hi, Dolton. You got 45 seconds to tell us if you can do it. You've had such a long career in government. If you can tell us a little bit about you in 45 seconds or so.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all letting me come here tonight and speak. I'm Dolton Steele. I'm the candidate for mayor of Huntland. I was born and raised in Huntland. In 1960 I was born. I've lived there all of my 57 years. I graduated from Huntland School. I went to Huntland School, all of my 12 years of school that I attended. I went to work for the City of Huntland Water and Street Department in 1984. I worked there part-time for several years. I was finally hired full-time January 1st of 94. I took my water certification test and got certified in water treatment and distribution. I ended up being Public Works Superintendent. As down there, the Water, Street, and Sanitation Department is all combined, so you have to work in all departments if you work down there. I held that job for many years till I stepped in a job in an urban utility just this past April.
Okay, and first question, what do you think needs to be done to allow Huntland to prosper? And go ahead, I'm sorry.
I really believe the sewer system that we've been trying to get, I worked with the engineers and different mayors trying to get a sewer system in Huntland. Huntland's about the only place anywhere it doesn't have a sewage disposal system run by the utility. It still uses septic tanks and field lines, so they've applied for many grants and loans to do this. I think they need to pursue that even more and get it going so that people can have a better quality of life down there. We've lost a lot of our commercial businesses and industrial businesses, so we've had hints that many would come back or new ones would come if we got a sewer system. Plus, we need more housing development to expand the town so people can have good livable areas, and I believe the sewer system would help accomplish that.
Okay, the sewer system has been mentioned by others as being a major priority. And what is overall cost expected to be, and what type of grant opportunities do you see as being viable to make that a reality?
Well, they're talking now it'd be about $5.5 million, and there's loans from rural development. Rural development actually said they could actually fund the whole thing with loans and some grants from them if they wanted to go with just them, but the Community Development Block Grant Program, we've applied for that, and Appalachian Regional Commission, plus other fast-track grants for industries and things. And if we can get all these going together, they want to start with just the south end of town, and the school system and the Thompson Appalachian hardwoods, but I believe the whole town needs to be included because there's places all over town that need the sewer, and that would help the whole town grow.
Okay, Dolton, let's be honest, okay? In Huntland, there's a lot of ill feelings right now. There's a lot of people that are upset about some things that are going on. Very controversial meetings have been happening down in Huntland where the people have felt like that maybe they're not being heard, they're not being listened to, they're not having to be able to put their input into what's going on. If you become the mayor, what do you feel like needs to be done to improve the interaction between the board and the community to smooth things out?
I believe all the people of the town need to be heard, not just a few. The people of the town are the ones that have asked me to run. I guess they need my knowledge of the infrastructure, my long history of working there, and the knowledge of the people around town would be a benefit. If I get elected mayor, I hope to be working with the people, not against the people, and that I will represent all the people, not just a few. And I would like to see all the board meetings conducted in a manner that's not hostile, and after the meetings people would get together and praise each other and compliment each other instead of having a lot of conflict and interaction that's not right.
Okay, and what would you do if you had a golden shovel that could turn dirt into magnificent buildings or infrastructure projects, what would you do as the main priority?
Well, down there, not only the sewer, but the drainage problem around town. Huntland's a real low-lying area, so the drainage is bad. If just a small rainfall occurs, water stands all over. They've done some work to help that, but the street department equipment's old and wore out. Most of it is bought used, so it needs to be updated. So I would spend money to update the equipment so the employees that are there could do more to help the maintenance of the area. Plus the streets, some of the streets are in bad shape. Used to you could pave 3 streets for the price of 1 street that it costs now because the asphalt's so high. So we need to go ahead and see if the sewer project would damage any streets before you would actually see where you could pave it right away. I wouldn't want to pave the street and have it tore up with the sewer project, but the streets that are in bad shape, I'd like to see them redone as well as the curb and gutter in certain parts of town that do have curb and gutter.
Other than the sewer, the project, which everybody believes that is a top priority for Huntland and the future for Huntland's growth. Outside of that, what do you visualize as being the next important thing that needs to happen in Huntland for it to grow again?
I think bringing back a full service grocery store and other commercial. We've lost our doctor's offices and dental offices and most of our small businesses. I think we need to have a lot of commercial development down there so people have places to shop locally. Nothing wrong with going to Winchester, Fayetteville, or wherever, but they need to be able to buy things they really need close by, and that needs to be pursued.
And how do we go about accomplishing that?
The mayor's office needs to work more with the county commissioners and the state department, different departments, to find out what type of business would be willing to locate there and let people be aware that the town needs places like that, not just assume that they already know it. I've got connections with county and state officials, and I'd be glad to help in that area.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's it, isn't it? Yep. Appreciate your comments, and thank you for coming out.
And we'll do like we do a lot of people. Anything you want to say in closing, anything you want to add that maybe we've not talked about?
No, I think we've covered most everything. I really appreciate the people of the Huntland and asking me to run for mayor, and I hope that I can make their confidence in me, make the town livable again, and make it better and be well known in the state of Tennessee. Thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you, Dolton, for coming out.
Appreciate your time.
We have one category left, and that is Winchester City Council, and we'll have that group coming up next. We're going to take a 2-minute break.